Yo, Kpaceguy here, what's going on YouTube? So welcome back to the channel. We got the Rockville SS8P subwoofer. We're going to be putting this in the car. So what I'm going to do is, I have my kicker L7s in the back still, but I decided I'm going to get rid of those and I want something much bigger. But until then, I need a little bit more bass in the car because the factory door speakers, I got them taken out and put them in some Diamond Audios, but there's still not a lot of bass. So I'm going to put this under my seat just to give me a little more kick until I'm ready to get what I want. But what we're going to do in this video is we're going to unbox this, see what's inside, and then we're going to set it up and see how it sounds. So let's get after it. So we're going to crack this box open and see what's all inside of it, and I'm really excited to have this. I'm not too familiar with Rockville. I've read a lot of reviews and have mixed reviews on a lot of different products, but this certain subwoofer right here has a lot of really good reviews, and they say it performs a lot better than expected. So that's all I need for right now until I get what I really want. So these are just going to go under the seat at the moment, and then when I'm ready to get a for real powered subwoofer, like a 12-inch or something, I'll go ahead and replace that. But for now, this is going to give me just a little bit more thump in the car. So let's see what we got going on. So let's pull this box out. Alright, so we got the SS8P Slim 400 watt 8-inch subwoofer. Let's unbox and see what's inside here. Alright, so inside the box, the first thing we're going to be greeted with is that sub itself. So you can see it has a small compact form. It has a lot of weight to it, surprisingly. I'm actually really happy about that because usually weight is a sign of quality, and it has a pretty good weight to it. So we'll take the sub out there, and there's a few things in the box as well. So we got the remote cable there. We do have a bass knob there, so that's really nice to have. And then we have some wires here. That's what we're going to use to hook up the speakers if we have high level inputs and outputs, or if we're going to use the power in the ground. We have that good stuff there. And of course, like most companies, they throw in a little sticker to go with that. So this is Rockville. I won't utilize that at all, but you have one there. And then the only other thing in the box is the manual itself. And then I guess it's your manufacturer's warranty card right there as well. So what I want to do now is take the sub itself out of the package here, so we'll just throw all this other stuff down for the moment, but I want to talk about what's on the back side here. So on the back side, you're going to have your power and protect LED lights there. You have your phase to 0 and 180 degrees. You have your auto on and off button, so if you want this to be powered on by a signal from like line level from your speakers, you can have it do that. Or if you have a remote wire from your aftermarket amp or something, you can definitely power it up that way and it'll go on and off when your car turns on or off. And then you have your low pass, bass boost, and input gain. The low pass is from 50 hertz all the way up to 150 hertz. Your bass boost, I believe, is around a 40 or 45 decibel level, so you can boost that if you need just a little more punch in your system there. And then you have your input gain, not a volume knob, but an input gain. You match that with the output voltage of your factory or aftermarket unit, and you kind of set it that way. And then you have your remote plug input right here, so you can use your bass knob in the front. And then you have your low level inputs as well as your high level and your power and ground that goes there. A 15 amp fuse just there on the right. Other than what you guys saw on the back panel there really isn't nothing going on with this, and that makes sense because it's meant to be under a seat, so you're not going to be seeing much of this subwoofer at all. So it's just a plain box, but again, that quality is top notch. I'm really impressed with that Rockville emblem in the middle there, so I'm actually really excited to get this hooked up. So we're going to head to the car, and we're going to start getting things hooked up and play some tones and see how it sounds. Alright guys, so we're in the back of the car here, and it's kind of rainy outside, so I'm enclosed in the car, I have the door shut, but we're going to put this up right here, and let me show you how it's going to fit. There you go, it's going to sit right there, and the seat's all the way up, so when I pull that seat back, it's going to close over top of it completely, so you won't even know it's there. And then these little plastic pieces here, they come up and they'll expose the bolts that are holding my seat down. So I'm gonna get underneath that carpet there, and I'm gonna scrape off some of the paint so that I can use that as my grounding point. And then on the other side here, you can't see it, but my amp powering the speakers are on that side there. So I'm going to tie the remote wire from the sub there to my amp so that they both come on and go off at the same time. And then I have a distribution block for my power cord here, and I'll show you that. A distribution block right here for my power cord. So what that allows me to do, if it focuses ever, let's bring it down here, there we go. So it allows me to put power into here, and then I can distribute it either way I want to distribute it. So I'll get power from that same side of the car too, so I don't have to worry about trying to figure out where I'm going to get my power from. So that's where the sub's going to go. And so we're going to get this set up. We're going to see how it sounds when we're done. Alright, so I got my ground wire going. Took off the little brackets that held these concealed. I took those off and got the bolt out, grounded it to the bare metal of the cabin here. Now I'm going to run my power wire here. I'm going to put it onto the distribution block to the other amp there, so they're both getting power. And we're also going to run my remote wire as well. And then I'm going to plug them low level input. I got some RCAs. I'm going to plug them up with that. So let's continue on. Alright guys, so we got everything wired up. We got the power, the ground's all good to go. Got the RCAs in. So now all we need to do is reconnect the battery now and make sure that it powers on. So I got everything. It hasn't been bolted in or anything yet. Not the cleanest yet as far as install goes. I want to make sure everything works, and then we'll clean up those wires. So let's plug in the battery and see if we get any power. Oh yeah, look at there guys, got the green light for the power, so we're good to go. So all we need to do now is just hook up the phone to the radio, play some music, and see how this bad boy sounds. I'm so excited. Let's do it. Alright, so we're back at the park now. My favorite place to come blast some music. So off camera, what I've done really quickly before we play a song, I've put some sound deadening inside every door here. So each door has been sound deadened. What that allows me to do is get less cabin noise, less road noise, less tire noise, but it also helps with the lower frequencies of the speakers inside the door. So now I'm getting more clear, more accurate bass out of my door speakers in the front, and I have a subwoofer in the back. So everything is set and good to go. I had the car ready, I had the song ready. The subwoofer is in the back right there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play a couple songs, let you guys hear what the sub can do, and then I'll tell you what I think about it. So here we go. Go ahead and turn it up a little bit. This song is I'm Rich. It's off of Spotify. It's a non-copyright song. So we'll turn that up just a little bit. I'm rich, coming from my body rich. Smelling like Kpaceguy rich. Dizzy and Beyonce rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Coming from my body rich. Smelling like Kpaceguy rich. Dizzy and Beyonce rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Sounds pretty good. Let's turn it up a little bit more. I'm rich, coming from my body rich. Smelling like Kpaceguy rich. Dizzy and Beyonce rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Alright guys, so that's just a quick little sound demo of the sub and kind of the car speakers as well. And to be honest with you guys, it's actually a really good sounding sub. I really like it. It's for the people who don't want a lot of bass but want some extra emphasis in the low end there, and it actually gives you that. It's not going to rattle your trunk, it's not going to shake your windows and your doors, but it's going to give you a nice clean sound. And then being an 8-inch, it's going to get really accurate bass to the cabin. It's going to give you quick transient bass that you really appreciate and that you miss. I'm used to having big 2 12-inch kickers in the back trunk, And so listening to this, of course, the output is unmatched. You're not going to get anywhere near the SPL level that you would as a standard trunk subwoofer. But I really appreciate the accuracy and the tunnel accuracy of the speaker. It sounds really good. There is a phase switch on the back of it that we saw earlier in the video. And you're going to want to play with that phase because it's going to drastically change the sub's performance a lot. I was finding that I was having little to no bass until I pressed the phase button, and then all that bass came to life. So you're gonna want to play around with it, especially if you're using one sub. I recommend putting two in, put one under your seat and one under the passenger, or put one in the rear passengers on both sides. Whatever you want to do, but two of them. I think you'll really benefit from two. It'll help bring more low end, and it'll help balance out the two, because I can really tell that the sub's underneath me. I can hear exactly where it's coming from. And that's the trade-off of having just one underneath your seat. But if you have two, you can kind of balance that out. So it's a really good subwoofer for like 89 or 90 bucks. I absolutely love it. I won't keep it. I'm a bass head, so I'm definitely going to be getting some bigger subs pretty quickly. But this is a really good starting point until I get where I want to get. So I'm going to keep this in the system for a little bit longer, and then once I get my my pocket back to where it used to be, I'll go ahead and get what I really want, guys. So the Rockville SS8 subwoofer sounds really good. The reviews were correct. I really appreciate it, and it'll stay around as long as I can handle it. So guys, if you really found this video enjoyable, if you found it informative, helpful, or anything like that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you're notified for other videos. And you guys know the drill. Hit that like and leave me a comment down below. Are you using your stock stereo in your car now, or have you upgraded it? Let me know in the comments down below and what you're using, and we'll see you guys later in the next video. Kpaceguy out. See ya.